Fenty together because I had good relationships with both of them. And in the meeting, I said, listen, what you all are doing is going to destroy black DC for black people. 2 boys in a room fighting, there's not going to be any grass. All right? And Vince Gray told me, we trying to figure out what side you on. And I told him I was on the side that was right, whether it's you or Adrian Fenty, that whoever's wrong, I'm going to speak up, which I did. Sometimes Adrian did things I didn't like, I publicly spoke out about it. When the tennis center was getting closed down, I went down there. And I told him I was going down there. I wasn't controlled by Adrian Fenty. So after I left out that meeting, I started getting attacked. My organization started getting attacked, and many things started happening. I met with Michael Brown. Michael Brown told me straight up, I like you, but they are scared of you and Jahar. They are worried that you can get the people on the ground to vote for Adrian Fenty. So at the end of the day, Tommy Wells told me to stick with I Do Good. When we met with him, he said, I told him about Harry Thomas and everything else. I said, listen, these people are stealing, we going to work. He said, I think you should stick to what you're doing best, Mr. Moten. Go back to what you're doing best and leave that alone. So I'm telling you, these are the conversations that I had with people. And because I spoke up, they started turning me down. They had a commitment to turn me down because all of them had skeletons in the closet. And even though they might not have liked Harry Thomas, they knew if Harry Thomas' story comes out, then their story comes out. So I became enemy number 1, even though all of them wrote me letters, even though I got letters from the Justice Department talking about my work. The same Justice Department who was investigating about the sending out of the jail sent me letters talking about my work and gave me an award in Atlanta at their national convention for the work that we were doing. So I got the proof of what I did. Where's their proof? I asked for FOIAs on the emails that they sent to the DC Auditor's Office demanding, because I had people in the Auditor's Office telling me that they had to go to bed at nighttime. Because and that's what they had to tell people, their boss, because these guys are doing the work. Yeah, they stuff not perfect, but they doing something we have never seen nobody do. And they had to sleep at night. So we had people in the Wilson building trying to control audits, just like they control their audit. How is it that Yvette Alexander wrote 19 bad checks? How is it that she writes checks to somebody in her office, to a company that does not exist? That's criminal behavior. That is illegal. How does OCF investigate that and comes back and doesn't even have that in the report? It's illegal. How do you use your constituent fund credit card to buy alcohol and stands downtown? It's illegal. And nobody dealt with it. But you ask for an audit of me, and then she doesn't come here to debate me because she knows I'm going to bring this up. And I just ask everybody in this room, if you really are a God-fearing person and you believe in God, go with what you know is right. You know this ain't right. Your representative not showing up to one debate in your ward. People in Ward 1 would not allow this. People in Ward 4 would not allow this. People in Ward 3 would not allow this. The only place they allow things like this in Ward 7 and 8. And that's why we get what we get.
Now you have got, but you know, just as an observer, as a reporter here in the city, I would say that you have gotten pretty good press from the Washington Post. Why do you think that's the case?
Well, I got a lot of negative press from the Washington Post too. But the key to me is I'm not like my opponent. I don't run. Whenever they came to me, when the city paper came to write that article about me, you know what I did? I invited them out to my house. Come have a seat. We'd sit down over some coffee and talk. I didn't run. I didn't hide. Any question that you want to ask Ron Moten, I will answer. Because you know why? I know that I've never taken nothing. I know that I've never stolen nothing. And I might have made some mistakes. But if any mistake that Ron Moten's made, it's been perfectly honest, and I can acknowledge. So, with everything that I told the Post about Harry Thomas, everything that I told about Yvette Alexander, everything that I told him about Vincent Gray, because I studied his past before I decided who I was going to deal with. I knew that he ran our city in front of the control board when he ran DHS. I knew about all the past corruption and what was going on today, like William C. Smith fixing his house up and getting over $600 million worth of contracts. I knew about all of this. So because I knew about all this, and then after he gets in the office, everything comes out, how can you not respect me? How can you not? I stood I stood the test. I had an audit. I mean, they still combing through my stuff trying to find something. And everybody knows if they found something, they would have had me sent to jail by now. They would have a pleasure in walking me out with handcuffs. But I'm here to tell you today that I know for sure, I can tell you this. Yvette Alexander is under investigation for bribery on a lottery contract, and people have gone in front of the grand jury about it. I can tell you for sure that there are other people who are going to prison after the election. I can tell you that. I've never been wrong before, and I'm not wrong now.